I've been gone for almost 2 weeks for literally no reason. Sometimes you just need a break, bro. Sometimes you just need a break. I'm not gonna force content out if I'm not in the mood to make content. That's just how it is. We're all off the energy over here. Like if I'm giving you fake energy, you're not gonna watch the video. Come on now. We reacted to CJ the Champ. You know, I love his videos. We reacted to a video he made on DIO. Finally, I'm glad he made this video, and here's why. Because JoJo's Bizarre Adventure needs to be put on the map a whole lot more, especially since when people hear JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, they always see the stereotype of, oh, that show is gay. We're going to see why it's not. So, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment your favorite Joestar, your favorite JoJo's character from the show. Leave a like, sub up. Tell your auntie's sister, which is your mother. Tell your mother's brother. Tell everyone about the channel and come and join the family. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to return to the round table of Black Air Force activity.
Sir.
And our greatest challenger yet has finally approached to be judged and to take his rightful seat at this sacred table of menaces. And it is none other than the greatest hater in anime history, DIO. The king of hating ass niggas, the pettiest of the petty. Probably one of the greatest ops of all time. This man is truly Black Air Force incarnate. So, bro, I ain't even gonna waste no time with this one. So, y'all already know we got the evidence on
this. I feel like the evidence of today's video is gonna be compiled so, like, he's gonna have a list going on to like Z. DIO, like, I'm telling y'all, every time I recommend an anime to somebody, I say watch JoJo's, watch JoJo's, watch JoJo's. Y'all hear so much false things about it. JoJo's is really like that. And DIO is really a top tier villain too. Like, he makes so many other villains look like children. Like, and you're gonna see. I'm not even gonna say nothing.
And it is finally time to observe the generational hater.
I'm trying to put y'all on too.
Exhibit A.
I'm glad he's doing this video. I'm so glad.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A. DIO Brando. So to understand why this man has the most out-of-pocket hatred, we gotta go all the way back to 1880. DIO started off in the trenches. Man was playing chess for money, getting beat up in the bar, and living in this old-ass shack, so bro hella down bad.
Oh, his father
so
was
his dad is dying, right? So he tells him, listen here, boy. When I die, take this letter to the Joestar family. Now, you see, them niggas owe me a debt. I'll tell you, they some rich-ass motherfuckers, too. So you know what to do. Rob them niggas. Take every last cent. Make Pappy proud. So he dies, so Dio's at the cemetery. He's like, about damn time your old ass died. I ain't gonna lie, you hated you. You drove mama to die. You was a piece of shit. So you can eat a dick on pussy. So later on, DIO pulls up to the Joestar mansion. So Jonathan's like, hi, my name's Jonathan. This is my dog, Danny. So Dio's like, that's your dog? Yeah, isn't he great? Shit, the fuck dog. Oh my
when
God,
I seen that shit for yo, one thing about JoJo's, for those of y'all who are gonna be interested in watching it, because I'm forcing y'all to watch JoJo's. If you don't go to watch JoJo's, it's on Netflix. After this video, go to JoJo's. It's on Netflix and enjoy it. In sub, dub, whatever, just watch it, right? One thing about this show, the creator of Rocky, he has to have some. I heard he does this because he does it to show how evil the villain is. But there's a lot of like dog abuse. I would say animal abuse, but it's really dogs, because dogs be getting murked more than the humans in the show, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
Somebody called Peter. This nigga just eat the dog. Bro ain't even been here for a minute and he already starting shit. Look at him, bro. He already ready to scrap. So the dad come out and he like, yo, what are y'all doing? And Dio's like, oh, I am terribly sorry. That filthy animal was in my personal space. So George tells Jonathan, all right, listen, Dio's gonna be living here from now on. So Jonathan goes over to touch his bag, but Dio grabs his hand and elbows him in the chest. So he comes down and he's like, listen, little nigga, this is my house now. I run this bitch, so I wanna hear shit from your little spoiled ass. I'm about to make your life hell. So as time goes on,
literally
as they
for
start
no
living
reason,
together,
by the way,
Jonathan's having this boxing match. So the ref's like, hey, just to let you know, your opponent got changed.
Huh?
Yeah, you gonna be fighting him.
Oh my God.
Alright.
Fight!
Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, he can't even hit him.
Hit him!
And a beautiful body shot landed by Dio.
This shit gets me so mad even looking at this. That's not even all too. When he hit him in the face, he shoved his thumb. How do you do that? Like, realistically, how do you do that? He hit him in the face, and literally he's like, huh, that's not enough. I'm going to shove my thumb in his eye. Who thinks of that? Who thinks of that? Yo, Dio is weird, yo. So you beat him up in front of a crowd. That's strike one.
God, yo, this man just washed him in front of his hometown. So after Dio humiliated Jonathan started talking to, Arena and everything. So this man Dio decided to do the pettiest. He pulls up on her and says, hey, you JoJo girl, he been looking a little happy lately, and I don't like that a bit. Oh my gosh, bro, this man is so petty. He says, oh, you thought your first kiss was gonna be with JoJo? Nah, it was with me, nigga!
He's so
later
weird.
on, Jonathan
Who
ends
thinks
up
of
running
that?
up on Dio, and bro's like, how dare you raise your voice at me? You should learn some respect. So he elbows him in the nose. And bro's like, yeah, stupid little nigga. You just mad because I raised up your girl real good. But then Jonathan just started laying the hands on him.
Yo, this is so... Oh my god, I love this moment.
So Dio's like, how dare you lay your hands on my beautiful face?
Dio is one of those type of villains, guys. Dio, he's strong, talks a lot of shit, but when shit doesn't work in his favor, he's pussy. Dio is wild pussy, bro. Like, it's so crazy because I like Dio as a character, but he's such a dickhead, and Dio is so pussy, bro. If Dio's not in the advantage, he's doing whatever it takes to get back on top. Like, Dio's, like, on everything, Dio is pussy.
God, I'ma shake your ass! But then George ends up stopping him. So Dio's like, don't think you're getting away with this. I don't take L's. So later on, the butler is walking outside and he's at the furnace and he sees this box. So he's like, oh, it's just a box. So he lights the furnace, but then something starts banging. So then later on in the day, they having a funeral because the dog was in the furnace. Oh my God, bro, this man
see what I'm talking about?
put the dog in the furnace to burn him. Oh my God. So a couple of years pass and they end up becoming
what does he have
friends.
against the
Well,
dog?
not really, because this man Dio is fake as hell. So George Joestar has gotten sick and he has a very bad cough. So the thing is, Dio has been giving this man medicine the whole time, but not his real medicine. This man has been poisoning him the entire time. And then Jonathan figured out, wait a minute, didn't your dad have the same symptoms too? Oh my God, you killed your father. So then Dio's like, are you trying to press me right now? So he ends up swinging on Jonathan, but Jonathan just ate that John. Boy was like, bro, you best get to stepping out of my house.
In episode
so he ends
1.
up throwing him off the balcony. So Jonathan's
Oh,
like,
mind you, all that shit that happened that he just showed was episode 1. Episode 1, bro. Dead ass episode 1. It was literally the first episode of the entire series. All that shit happened, including the dog.
you a fake ass nigga, and I'm calling the cops.
You need to leave.
So Dio ends up dipping, but he takes the stone mask. So later on, he out here drunk as hell. So he ends up running into these two dudes. So bro smacks him in the jaw. And he's like, this is a perfect time. Time to test out this stone mask. So he puts it on this dude and runs him into the other dude so it stabs him. So then the mask activates with the blood. And he done turned this man into a whole vampire. So the dude starts to choke him out, but that top of the morning end up getting his ass. So after this, Dio pulls back up to the house. So Jonathan runs up on him. He was like, yeah, I done figured out you've been poisoning my dad. So Dio's trying to plead his case. Then Speedwagon in the corner like, I don't trust that nigga with his old capping ass. And then George is behind the curtains. So Dio's like, well, I ain't got nothing to lose now. Bring me that ass. So he ends up stabbing George. And he's like, yes, it's Morbin Tom. So they end up shooting him, and Dio ends up going out the window.
Dio just has
so
no
about a minute,
sympathy for nothing, though. Like, really think about it. Like, he didn't even hesitate. Because yeah, he's basically adopted into the Joestar family or whatever, right? But for the dude that took care of you in those however many years you were at the mansion, you just stab him, no hesitation. Nothing is crazy.
Later, while everybody thinking he dead, they're like, why is his body gone? And he rips this man's head clean off.
JoJo
and now
is
he's
like
a
that.
whole ass vampire.
Trying to tell you. They be murking niggas in
So
JoJo.
bro just started bodying everybody in the house.
The werewolf song got it.
So then he goes over to fight Jonathan, but he ends up burning him. But obviously that ain't do nothing. He just shrugged it off. And yo, look at this man walking up the wall like a Louis Vuitton.
Dio's so sassy. Why you so sassy? Dio, you're giving runway model. You're giving Vogue.
Model, what the f?
He said it too. Nah, he said it too.
On me. And look at Jonathan.
He said it too.
Oh my God.
So I know I'm not
His
tripping.
zestiness is too strong. So mans had to tackle him all the way from the roof and impale this man on a spear so he could finally burn the ash. But obviously, that's not gonna work.
Obviously not.
So after
The majority of my work, 95% sending emails. To say I frequently write emails is...
After this, Dio does a bunch of shenanigans. First off, this man turned Jack the Ripper into a vampire. So then he goes over and takes over this entire village, turned basically almost everybody into zombies, kidnapped this little boy's sister, stepped on this dog.
I don't know what that was.
Is that, bro? Like, honestly,
That is the most disgusting thing to this day. Actually, no. It's one of the most disgusting things to come out of JoJo's. I don't even, what is this? If y'all watch JoJo's, please, what is that?
God. And then, oh boy, this is probably the worst thing this man ever did. So he got this lady and her baby up here. So she's like, please just spare my child. And Dio's like, bitch, please, who you think I is? Your baby daddy? I ain't got time to take care of your damn kid. So he turns her into a zombie and makes her eat her baby. No, I'm done. No.
By this time, this is like episode, I want to say 4 or 5, where he does this. 4 or 5. JoJo's is like that. If y'all heard JoJo's is just gay, they're wrong. They're wrong. Is there sus moments of JoJo's? Yes. But so do many other shows. So many other shows have sus moments. So don't let that stop you from enjoying the show. This show is really one of a kind as not only an artistic masterpiece, but it's just so different. Like, Bizarre's in the name, so a lot of shit they can get away with because it's like, shit, this is weird, but it's in the name. So,
no. This is probably the first time I've ever done this, but I don't care. Go ahead and sit down, bro. I'm done. This is
he didn't even finish the list and he's already up there. And this isn't even the worst shit he's done. All this shit is not the worst shit he's ever done.
Demonic
it's
shit
not.
I have ever seen besides when Boo faded niggas in heaven. This is right behind it. What the actual Nah, bro, we ain't even done with Exhibit A, and I just had to go ahead and sit
This is Exhibit A, bro.
I had to give this man a fast pass. He skipped the line. Bro said, yeah, I'll spare him, So after a bunch of traumatic-ass events, Jonathan finally pulls up on Dio, so he's like, wow, congratulations, you beat all of my sub-bosses. Tell me real quick, how's that Zeppeli pack hitting?
That's Jonathan's master, for those guys.
But then they're about to scrap, but DIO comes in and he's like, no. This is my fight. So he jumps.
Yo, this dude has the zestiest attack I've ever seen in a show, period. Look at this shit.
Up to kick him, but Dio grabs.
He jumped. So his attack. Look, alright. So Jonathan and his crew figured out a way to stop vampires, right? It's with an energy called what's it called? Hormone? Yeah, hormone, right? It's basically like energy coming from the sun so they could take out the vampires. This dude, you have so many ways to utilize hormone. You can punch him, you can kick him. This dude says, I'm going to jump in the air, spread my leg, mega pause. He's going to spread his legs and then go for a cross chop. If that is not the most wide open and dumb ass move you could ever pull off, it's crazy. He pulled it off one time. I'm gonna give it to him. He pulled it off one time, but we're going up against Dio. And on top of that, his hairline is messed up. His hairline crooked. There's no way you're thinking you're gonna take on the big ass boss, and you can't find a good barber. You can't find a good barber. You think nah? I hated this character.
Both of his legs and
Look at
makes
this
him
shit.
do the splits. Then he freezes his entire body. Then he says, "You know, men shouldn't do the splits, right? Cause that's how you break your balls." Yo, bro, shattered this man's body. So then Jonathan comes in and slices him in half with his sword. But Dio's like, "You really thought that old bullshit was gonna work? Say psych right now. Let me tell you something right now. Your hormone training is ass. You are ass." So then Dio jumps at him, but Jonathan hits him with this 1080 Falcon punch. So Dio's like, impossible.
Mean right hook. So Dio's melting and shit.
So some time passes. So Jonathan and Arena end up getting married. So while they are on their honeymoon, Jonathan ends up seeing one of Dio's assistants. So he runs after him and they end up going to this casket. So bro opens the casket and he pulls Dio's head out of the casket. Then Dio says, "Happy honeymoon, nigga." Hey, first off, I just want to give my congratulations, even though I did steal your girl's first kiss. Congratulations, my bad I couldn't make the wedding, bro. I knew I would have been your best man, right? Tell me something real quick. How my lips taste? So bro laser beams this man, turns everybody on this
Dio's
ship
so
into zombies,
petty, bro.
and ends up jacking this man's body. And he rested at the bottom.
Oh yeah. So during that whole altercation, his wife had escaped with a random child, right? Because she could save at least one person. It was a baby. Jonathan ended up dying, holding Dio in his arms, and Dio somehow managed to sever Jonathan's head, steal his body, and wait underwater in a casket until 1983.
Mother Ocean for years. 1889
1889. That's what I said.
to 1983.
1983. That's exactly what I said.
So yeah, that was Exhibit A, and it's finally time to move on to Exhibit B. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit B, Dio. So after Dio came out of his casket in 1983, this is when he took stuff to the next level. Bro was on his Kanye arc. Nigga dropped off his last name and said, "You will know me as capital
Yeah,
D,
he
capital
doesn't
I,
use his last name no
capital
more.
O." Mans was going around beating cheeks, beat some cheeks, made Jorno, beat some more cheeks, had 3 other ugly ass kids
What the
with
fuck?
Jonathan's body, and he would just drink their blood after he finished beating their cheeks. Then he ended up meeting Poochie, his hating ass successor, passed down his hating ass ideology to this nigga, got his stand from Enya the Hag's ugly ass. And yo, this man was just so mysterious at the beginning of Stardust Crusaders. You ain't even see his face till like
You didn't-
45 episodes later.
He's
Everybody
dead
just
ass. You
had
didn't see his
stories
face
of
until the
meeting
last
him.
3
Abdul was
episodes.
like, yeah, I saw that nigga. I was walking up the stairs, right, and I saw this big motherfucker. He was licking his lips and shit. But I was like, hell no, I ain't into that freaky shit, you feel me? So I jumped out the window and I hit the dash, bro. I was stepping. Then they
Nah, his commentary is A1, bro. Yo, his commentary is elite, bro. Abdul is really like the black guy in the group, bro. Stardust Crusaders is fire.
ran into Polnareff. Polnareff was like, yeah, I remember that nigga. Yo, he brainwashed me and shit. Mans took me into this room and he had the gypsy ball and shit. Nigga was like, I can tell your future. And he brainwashed this man Kakyoin too. But nah, it's what he did to Whole Horse. While Dio was reading a book, this man really tried to pull a gun on him. Then when he's about to shoot him, Dio's like, are you positive you want to pull that trigger? Then bro teleports right behind him. And he was like, ooh la la, I liked how you pulled that gun out on me. We should do this more often. Dog had this man shaking in his boots. So when they finally get to Egypt after facing all the sub-bosses, Polnareff ends up walking up on this staircase and finally finds Dio. So Dio's like, wow, congratulations, y'all made it. I mean, you down 2 people, but congratulations. Hey, but I'll tell you this though, you walk up that step, you're dead. Take a step, I dare you. So he tries to climb it, but he keeps on climbing the same stairs
Yo,
over
Polnareff is
and
that lagging,
over
bro.
and over again. Dio's like, wow, what's wrong? You on 400 ping or some shit? You know what? While you struggle with your lag spikes, I'm gonna sit in this chair that's conveniently here right over this staircase. So then everybody else finally ends up coming in. So Dio's like, the sunlight, I must retreat. So about a minute later, they climb this staircase and they see this casket. So Joseph's like, hey, ugly ass boy, open the casket. So he opens the casket and he sees himself in the casket. So they like, oh shit, hey, jump up. Yo, the fact that this man Dio put this man in the casket like that. Man's killed him in the blink of an eye and shoved him in the casket just so he could give him a little scare. So they are running away and Dio's like, yes.
Wait till y'all see what's
begins. So let
put the ball where only I can catch it. With Philistines.
I have a challenge for all of you. Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer, and then
later on, bro walking down the street, and he's like, I like this car. So Dog's like, hey, what you think you're doing, cuz? This car belongs to the senator. But he just breaks his arm and hops in the car. So then he looks at the senator, rips out his two front teeth, and he says, looks like you got a date with the tooth fairy tonight. Now get your ass in the front seat and drive.
No
so while
reason.
they driving, they hit a traffic jam. So the senator's like, yo, I can't drive. Then Dio says, you know the sidewalk's wide open, right? So he starts driving on the sidewalk and Dio says, floor it. So he made this man run over all these people just to get out of a traffic jam. Jesus Christ. So he finally ends up catching up to him. So Kakyoin tries to use Emerald Splash on him, but Dio just looks at it. He's like, wow, so pretty. Get that shit out of my face. Them bro sucks. So why they keep...
There's these things called stands it's these spiritual things called stands. It's basically your spirit in kind of like a battle form or like a different form, right? So Dio stand... Oh, the stands have different names too. So like the main character of this part of JoJo's, his name is Jotaro, and his stand is called Star Platinum. That name is hard, I know. You watch JoJo's. Dio's, however, his is called The World. Yeah, so just imagine.
Keep on dropping. He throws the senator through their car. So they end up dipping and going on top of the roof, so Dio follows him. So then Kakyoin sets up this trap. So it's like, haha, I have you now. So show me your stand ability. So Dio's like, I then witness true hatred. The ratio.
This moment.
So then Dio goes over to him and says, this is my stand ability, the ratio. I can stop time and ratio anybody in the amount of mere seconds in just a blink of an eye.
So when Dio came back in this part, he gained the ability to stop time. This crazy ass motherfucker learned how to stop time. Yeah.
I could freeze your account and gain hundreds, no, thousands of likes before you even gain one. Now, I'm about to fist you. And no pause, because we're already paused. Resume. So Joseph was like, oh nah, what's the best thing I know how to do? Hit the jets and get the step. So while he's chasing Joseph down, he ends up punching him off this roof. So Joseph sees Jotaro and he's like, oh my God, my nigga, do not come any closer. So then Dio sees him and he's like, both of them at the same time. Time to end this mid-ass bloodline. So then Dio comes down and just starts walking towards him, smacking cats, smacking people like they mannequins. And he's like, I could only used to give one L at a time, but now I can give two. It'll eventually be 10 to 20 to thousands. So I leave you with my party guest. And with that, ratio. So then he looks at Jotaro and he's like, you're next, little nigga. So Jotaro starts walking towards him, so he's like, so you're approaching me? You trying to fall off like your granddaddy, nigga? But he's like, nah, I gotta get closer to you so I can beat the shit out your ass. So Dio's like, I like that energy, nigga. Come get this fade. So they start boxing and Dio hits him with this nasty hook. And he's like, that's what I used to hit your granddaddy with back in the day. Now catch this ratio. So So they keep on scrapping, so Jotaro ends up punching him into this jewelry store. So while he's knocked out, he gets up and looks at the lady. He's like, hey, make yourself useful and fetch me my leg. So she started to get scared, so he said, bitch, hurry the f*** up and give me my goddamn leg. So he ends up killing her and taking her blood, and he's like, oh, we just getting started, you overgrown man-child. I hope you're ready for a knife party. So then bro ended up throwing all these knives at this man. Like, can somebody please tell me where this man was storing all of these knives at? Like, for real, like, ain't no way that belt buckle handled all of those. So he ended up stabbing him. So while he's on the ground, Dio's like, I guess I'll just kill him with this road sign. But then Polnareff comes from the top rope. And then Dio stops and he's like, oh, that tickled. Go ahead and move to the side for me. So then the cops pull up, but Dio's like, really? 12. So then he starts controlling the other cop. And he's like, all right, I need you to aim right and precisely right there. So he makes him shoot him. And yo, this man is so determined to make sure that he is dead. He is lying on the ground trying to hear a heartbeat. Bro's like, I better not hear this nigga take a breath. But you know what, just to make sure, I'm gonna chop off his head with this road sign. But Jotaro ended up cracking him upside the head.
He cracked his skull right here.
He hit him so hard, he can't even move his legs. So he's like, no, I gotta go. So he ends up stopping time and hanging onto the back of this taxi. But then Jotaro ends up chasing him down, and why is he in the sewer right now? So then he ends up sending Dio flying. But then this man Dio starts screaming at him. He's like, you fool! You fell for my trap! Don't you remember this same street? So we ended up punching him to the street that Joseph's body is at. And he ends up taking all of his blood. He sucked that man dry. Pause. And now he's awakened Dio. And bro is losing his mind. He's like, yes, this glorious power is even giving me green lipstick. Oh, I can't wait to give you a big, fat, juicy kiss.
Yo,
so they start scrapping again, and Dio was just starting to go off the deep end now. I was like, this body is so juicy. Now run me my money, nigga. Jotaro ends up going flying, so Dio's like, oh, Jojo, what do you think you're going, you sack of shit?
It's the fact that was the exact sound effect they used.
I will finally end your mid-ass bloodline for good. Horatio! So then he comes down and he's like, I'm about to create the greatest meme in anime history. 1 L has passed. 2 L's have passed. 3 L's have passed. So we gotta be thinking, okay, yo, what is this man charging up? It's gotta be like a spirit bomb over
if he dipped for a couple seconds.
I don't know, a dragon fist. No, this man does the unthinkable. This man dropped a steamroller on him. He dropped a steamroller on him. Who in their right mind would think of this? Bro saying, I could end his life with anything right now. You know what I want to do? I'm going to fly over to this construction site. Grab this big ass steamroller, fly it all the way back, and slam it on this thing. What? That is just doing the most. So then
we didn't even have to do all that.
For time, for all these years, I thought, yo, he's beating the hell out of this with his fist. No, take a closer look. He is beating this with his elbows. He got some elbow action going on with this shit. And then he's like, it's no use. You fella! So then Dio's like, yes, I finally done it after all these long years. Ratio power! I have finally ratioed the entire fucking Joestar family. All you bitch ass niggas fell the off. My ratio power has now exceeded to 9 L's. But then Dio ends up realizing he can't move because Jotaro just stopped time. It was like, impossible. This is bullshit. So then he ends up kicking him off the steamroller. So then they end up having one final clash. But then Jotaro hit him with a counter ratio. Then he says, you know, man, there's only one reason why you lost. You just simply pissed me off. Get off my family dick. So yeah, I mean, I already sat the man, so what more
Yeah.
can I say? I mean, I could get into some of the stuff that happens in part 6, but
Yeah.
that would be getting into spoilers for anime only, so
Thank
I'm
you.
not gonna
Thank
do
you so
all that,
much.
yeah, bro, this man is a menace. This is a demon incarnate. Man tormented this family for damn near 100 years. Made a lady eat her own child, and along with dropping a steamroller on a nigga. No, pack your bags. Bro, pass this test with ease. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot to go to outro, so
Damn.
I'll just leave y'all with this.
Bro. And the fact is, the list of bad shit goes on, but it's not animated yet. Because he's back in part 6. What the, like, you see what I'm talking about? If, first of all, if you click this video and you haven't watched JoJo's or, you know, caught up, don't blame us for spoilers. Like, you're gonna automatically know there's gonna be spoilers for the anime in here, not the manga. Guys, if you enjoyed that video, I sure did, because re-seeing Dio and all the evil and sadistic, twisted shit he's done over the past, I don't know, 100 years is absolutely ridiculous and always entertaining, because Dio's an entertaining villain. Because who thinks of the shit that Dio thinks of? You literally, he could have killed Jotaro right there. You get up and pick up a steamroller to yo, anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, comment down below what's your favorite moment in part 1 in Stardust Crusaders, because those are the parts where Dio is alive in, right? Comment what's your favorite moment in those 2 parts, your favorite Joestar. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video with your friends. Let's keep growing, guys. We're trying to get 100 subscribers. Yep, I said it. We're going to get 100 subscribers. Hopefully before the end of the year. I know that's not a lot for a lot of people, but for me, it's an accomplishment, okay? Hopefully we get to 100 subscribers. I want to grow with you guys. With that being said, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.